This is Parag Patel again from Patel Law Offices to here talk about the IRS soft letter that's been received by several of our clients in recent weeks. Specifically, this is IRS Letter 6185. It is a soft letter, warning letter, advising the client that the IRS is aware of some foreign financial assets and the taxpayer may not have met all tax and reporting requirements with respect to these foreign financial investments. So this is a troubling letter. Specifically today, I wanted to go through the options. This is a copy of the letter I posted for everyone to look at. It basically shows exactly the warning that they provided in the very first paragraph or two. And then option one discusses the streamlined filing compliance procedures option. Basically, the IRS asks you, and they only give you a few weeks to determine the response date, and you have to tell them, all right, please respond, and otherwise they'll initiate an exam, which is basically an audit, and may assess additional penalties. Option one is the streamlined filing compliance procedures. It says that the IRS offers these procedures to taxpayers to certify that the failure to report was not done willfully. The IRS refers us all to the IRS website for these streamlined procedures. And if you meet the criteria to use the streamlined procedures, you have to send in submission to the address mentioned above, which is in Austin, Texas. And you have to include a certain certification. This is a long submission, a streamlined submission, typically in our office, and we've done hundreds of them over the years. Takes weeks, sometimes months to complete. It is a thick documentation, and this submission is not done quickly or without, a good amount of review and analysis, primarily because we need to prove non-willfulness, so we're quite persuasive and compelling in trying to do that. But that's the first option. And I think that's the best option for most people if they are eligible. And you can read about how you are eligible on our website, our blog. We've talked about the streamlined procedures many times before. But this program is really available for most clients who are not already under exam. Now, this letter itself is not an examination letter or an audit letter. This is just kind of a warning letter. You are still eligible. In fact, option one indicates that we offer this voluntary disclosure program called the streamlined filing procedure. Option two is a voluntary disclosure practice, totally different, apples and oranges. It is really for willful and fraudulent clients that have more criminal cases, just to avoid criminal prosecution. Now, how do you know whether you are one or the other? You don't. I think it requires an experienced professional to really advise you of your options. And the third option is option three, which is simply filing the delinquent amended returns. People who do not commit any tax or crimes and do not need the voluntary disclosure practice may seek protection from criminal prosecution, or people who fall outside of the streamlined filing compliance procedures can do it by just filing returns. I would not recommend that. Most of our clients do fall within the streamlined filing compliance procedures. They are eligible. That program provides necessary penalty protection. It offers the immunity that many of my clients need and want. So it's very important that we often tell our clients don't file delinquent or amended returns. And by the way, note where you're filing them. You'll see that in the middle of this page, it says that you're filing it at the Austin Offshore Initiative Unit. Basically, this is not the typical place where you file delinquent or amended returns. This is a specialized office. Another reason not to file it through this manner. So I suggest or strongly recommend to clients they very carefully look at their options. Option four is explain why you think you're compliant. It rarely applies to most clients. Most people often have some situation where there may be some form of noncompliance. I'd recommend that you speak with a qualified individual regarding this so you can really know what your options are. You may think you're compliant, but a careful review of your situation may indicate that you're non-compliant, so you may not want to make the explanation. So these are the four options. Frankly, none of them are great options, but you definitely need to get advice when you get this letter. It's strongly recommended. Treat this letter very carefully, and be, for the people that have not gotten this letter, be warned that these letters are coming out. You'll see at the very top, this is a 2021 date at the very top here, that these letters are coming out. So just be careful, and good luck. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions. We're here for you. Feel free to set up a free strategy consultation where you can set up a few minutes to talk to us and talk more about your problem. Thank you.